Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching The Seven Deadly Sins, Season 2, Episode 22. So, last episode, we saw that Elizabeth still has Meliodas' body. I believe she is hoping he just wakes up. And we also find out that, I cannot remember his name. The, Supreme Holy Knight, I think is what he's called. The one that was killed by, Hendrickson and, Dreyfus. He's alive again because of Meliscula's spell a bunch of episodes ago. Not really he's brought back because of regret, but not because of he doesn't have regret that somebody killed him or anything like that. It was more regret that he did not see that Hendrickson and Dreyfus were being controlled by a demon. Well, mostly Dreyfus is the one getting controlled by the demon. Hendrickson is... he just got a little out of hand. No, I'm pretty sure he was kind of being controlled too. Mentally. While the demon was inside Dreyfus. But, anyway. He uses, some magic to allow him, Hawk, and Elizabeth to go inside of, Meliodas' memories. And we see that he has been with Elizabeth since she was little, like a baby. And has basically always looked after her ever since Danafor was destroyed. In fact, he walked out of Danafor holding her. I think it's basically that Elizabeth is actually Liz? Or something like that? It would make the most sense. I mean, there was no way that some baby is just going to come out of Danafor after it was destroyed the way it was. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, I think Liz somehow became a baby, and he's been watching after her since. The king of Leones actually adopted her, and he stayed there as a knight to look after her. And then he starts the Seven Deadly Sins because, he and Merlin start the Seven Deadly Sins. Because they are the ones who are supposed to defeat the Ten Commandments when they reawaken. Let's see. We also find out that Meliodas is basically immortal. In a way. I mean, he still dies, but he's sent back to, Purgatory, where he meets with the Demon King, and then the Demon King eats his emotions, and he comes back to life even stronger than he was. I think he basically gets his, full power back from when he was, the leader of the Ten Commandments or something like that. But every time he dies, that's what happens. He's cursed to have this happen every time. So he can't die. Technically. He dies, but then he comes back to life. Basically, he's resurrected again. I don't know if that was part of his plan when he was fighting with the two commandments a few episodes ago. If he expected to die and was hoping to get his full power back. If so, then I owe him an apology for not thinking ahead. If not, and this just turned out to be happy accident, then, whatever. Let's see. The Ten Commandments are attacking Leona's castle, or Leon's castle. Like, all of them are there, except for Galland, of course, and Meliscula. But as far as I know, she's probably still alive, because when she dies, her spell is supposed to end, right? And that Holy Knight is alive still. And they've pretty much hinted that Elaine is still alive. So I keep speaking to this speaker over here like I'm looking at the camera. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure she's still alive. I kind of remember Ban only destroying 6 hearts total. 1 when he snuck up on her and Galland and took a heart. And then he destroyed 5 when he went to save Meliodas, but that's only 6. Demons are supposed to have 7 hearts. So she should have 1 left and still be alive somewhere. Anyway, they're all there. I don't think all of the Sins are there. I know Ban is there. Probably Gowther as well, because he's in prison. Merlin is probably there. And as we see at the very end of the episode, Escanor is there. Because the rest of the group, the Holy Knights, Gil, Hauser, that dude that teleported everybody away a few episodes ago. I do not know his name, but he seems to have stuck around. Let's see. They were hit by Estarosa's commandment, which is called love, where basically if you feel hatred towards him, then, or I guess if you just feel hatred, I can't remember which one exactly, I think it's towards him, then you are unable to do anything against him. You lose all strength, and you're just helpless. Which is basically what happens. Everybody dropped their swords. Nobody was able to even walk towards him. I'm still looking at that speaker. Nobody was even able to close their fists. And he's basically getting ready to finish them all off, because, I mean, they can't do nothing, and he's one of the 10 Commandments. He's a demon. He's going to kill them all. And that's when Escanor walks in and is just walking towards him, which kind of surprises Estarosa, because he's not sure why his commandment isn't working on him. And Escanor basically tells him, he doesn't feel hatred towards people who are weaker than he is. He only pities them. And everybody who talks to Escanor says exactly the same thing. That's pride. Or something similar. Always pointing out how prideful he is, which, I mean, he is the sin of pride, and he does have a lot of it. But when you're as powerful as he is, you can be as prideful as you want. And it ends with them having a face-off. So this episode, I am basically expecting, I don't know if the whole episode will be the fight, or just half of it, but I am expecting a good fight between Escanor and Estarosa. So, let's get into this episode, because I have been looking forward to this. Come on. There we go. Alright, so the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. What volume do I got this at? Strike 22. Okay. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.